Hey, what's up? So today we have an HRC216 Honda commercial mower. Owner has the bag, but they have three things they want done to it. One, handle broke. It's a little hard to start. Let me tell you a quick story about a guy I did a lot of work with, and still do actually, but he, for the longest of time, had a mower very, very similar to this one. It might have been the older of the two versions, but had the exact same problem. Handle broke off. Used it for a long time, probably 20 hours a week for years. Well, not during the winter time. Now, he eventually had to get a valve adjustment done. How he found that out is he tied a loop around the end of it. One day, just like the thousands of times before, he pulled on it, kicked back, broke 3 of his fingers. Now, I'm gonna let you guess which 3 that they were, but let's just say they weren't these 2. Now, having said that, you can do whatever you want, but the reason why the handle is, I want to say, slippery, so you don't hurt yourself. At least that's my deduction. I could be wrong. So, that aside, handle. We also need to do a quick tune-up, so oil, filter, plug, everything. And the main reason why he brought it to me is because, unlike other machines that have the problem of not running, this has the problem of not stopping. Well, first things first, I want to do is look at the air filter, and then we'll look at the recoil, because I don't want to start it by doing that, because I already hurt my hand not that long ago, so avoiding future injury. These air filters are a lot different than your standard like square ones. So while that's still pressed down, I'm going to get this blown off. Much better. You don't really want to introduce debris in the clean areas. So blow that off a little bit more. New air filter with a new line's escaping me, like the finer particle part. If you do have a machine that uses that type of filter, I mean, it would have to be one of these Hondas. It's cheaper to buy 2, and to be honest, you should be buying 2. Keep it in your garage, your car, underneath, coffee table, I don't know, wherever you want to keep your filter. But it's just easier to buy 2, because I think 1 is like $8 or 2 is like $12 online, so you might as well save yourself $4 and just store it somewhere around your house. That was a perfect segue to this next part. And while I discuss this, let's take off the recoil. The prices, because I had someone comment on this before, the prices that I mention are the prices that I paid at the time of filming. Could be different. Give an example. The welder that's standing right behind me is roughly, I think it was $1,200 at the time when I got it, and I recently just looked at it, and it's up to $1,700. So stuff, believe it or not, changes price. So this is obviously the professional edition, or the commercial, excuse me. This recoil is a lot different. Let's take it over to a better viewing area. The owner gave me this string to work with. I don't really like it though. Let me show you what it is. It's this style. I want to say it's more of a, I don't want to say organic, but a natural found fiber. There we go. Not a fan of those, at least for these types of applications. The reason why is over time they like to fray. fraying is not a good thing. I do need to cut it. Hoping I have to. As you can tell, I mean, it's easier to cut, it's easier to work with in some cases, but when it comes to longevity, it is not the best option. So I like to go with something that's more of a synthetic. Take it, burn the end of it, seal it up, make sure it doesn't do anything like crazy. That's it. And this is a commercial mower, so it is a little bit of a heavier string. You don't have to. I mean, it could be thinner. But unfortunately, I don't have anything to really hold this down very well. So, excuse me. Right now, I'm just holding the actual now that that's done, I'm going to take the other end of it, see if it's going to retract at all. I don't think so. It might. No, it didn't. Okay. Which kind of would like for it to retract at all. But then we're also running into the idea that we're running out of space in there. I might, let's see. Let me double check. Couldn't hear me because my mouth was full of rope. Okay, so I'm going to retie it, put this rounded up one more time. I'll also put the handle on. So when the person showed it to me when I first got it, he said that when you put the handle, because this is a one has a clutch, so there's a handle up top that actually turns it off. And this is the part that controls the throttle and the on and off. He said you have to reach down here to turn it off. So that tells me this is out of adjustment. So let's see. So I heard it click right there. I see the kill wire. The handle is on the off position. Let's tighten this up a little bit more. So we are on stop. That should be turning on the choke. And if you see right here, right there, that is the choke being activated and then deactivated. So I'm hoping that was all we had to do. Let's give it a pull and see what happens. I suffer from a condition called being over 6 feet tall. So I took that as an opportunity to not bend down to change the plug. So I did that while you were gone. Put on choke. Give it a yank. That's just low. That's off. Oh, there we go. Let's try that again. Let's see if we don't need choke. I probably do. Low. What's happening is the cable isn't pulling. It has enough travel, but it is not pulling all the way. So I think the spring might need to be adjusted. This is a switch, and there's a little adjustment right there. So I adjusted it a little bit further to the side, and also lubricated the little gears or springs and just passageways in there. See if it works now. There is a big difference between it works without the engine rumbling around and working now. So it is on choke. Let's go to pull. So far so good. Let's do that again. Okay. I left it in the low idle position just so I wouldn't have like the, I don't know, the momentum of going from full to off to kind of assist. I wanted to see what it would do without anything. So that's good. Let's see here. This is a little bit of a beyond the scope of this video, but you can kind of tell the general health as well as the maintenance requirements, let me just put it that way, of an engine. If you can have it on low speed, turn on the clutch and see if how well it does. Now, this is not a very good test, but if it works pretty well, because there's a whole lot of things that could go wrong. Like the clutch could be bad, could be blocked or stuck, or a whole lot of crap. But I like to see, just so I can kind of tell the condition of the engine under ideal circumstances, of course. And I feel like this is probably pretty clean. I don't see a whole lot of stuff falling off of it, so let's see, just for fun. So could be that it's cold, I'm not gonna lie, but it is a used mower. So it has some age to it. To make sure that everything was good to go, I still turned it on with full throttle and then turned the blade clutch on, and it seemed to turn on fine, no problem. But it also could be the way this is jetted. There's a lot of different things. It's just something I personally like to do. For me, it seems like a pretty good way to figuring it out. But you know, that's just my idea and my point of view, so it could be wrong, not sure, but that's what I like to do. Okay, well, if you are having the problem of your Honda not turning off, and you don't have, it has a blades clutch and everything, you don't have a normal just kill where you let go of the bail, try that. Try adjusting the cord. If that's not or the throttle cable, if that's not the problem, then you want to make sure everything's nice and lubricated, nice and free, and make sure the button or the switch hasn't been pressed too far away over the course of time, because there was a little bit of play in that screw, and that was just enough to get it so it wouldn't start, or excuse me, stop. So keep on the lookout for those three things. You probably will get it. If not, then you're looking at maybe there was a rust problem on one of your cables, you pulled too tight, or something hit it, or something bent it out of the where it should be. That's always a possibility. Or maybe a spring broke. Look for all those things, but these three are the most common that I run into. Okay, like you see, keep watching, subscribe. I will keep posting. Have a good night.